friends, welcome. Hope you are doing well. In today's video, you will learn about one of the Oracle's utility, that is SQL Loader. So let's start. Sometimes there comes a situation where we get data in external file formats like Excel, maybe text file or any other data file, and we need to make use of that data. Or there comes a situation where developer needs to insert huge number of rows, and normal insert will take much more time. So to improve the performance and save time, developer can use SQL Loader. So this SQL loader loads data from external files into tables of an Oracle database. If you look at image carefully, then we have SQL loader in between, which is nothing but the utility of Oracle. We have two main input files. One is data file and another is control file. This data file is our external file from where we will take the data and insert it in our database. Then control file is also prepared by the developer himself, and what this control file is all about and how it is prepared, we will see it in later phase. Then we have log file, bad file, and discard files. These are auto generated files which are generated by the utility itself. These contain certain information, like log file contains information of how many rows are inserted, how much time is taken, and many more information. Then we have bad file and discard files. These file contains the rejected rows. These are also auto generated by the utility, and if everything is right, then our particular data will get inserted in database. So let us see that what these files are all about. Data file, as already told, that this file consists of data to be loaded in Oracle database table. This is an external file and can be in multiple formats like CSV, maybe in .dat format, .txt format. Depends on what format you are getting it from someone else, like maybe your client or any other developer, or maybe you are preparing it yourself. Then we have control file. Control file tells SQL loader where to find the data, how to parse and intercept the data, where to insert the data, and many more information which we have to mention in control file only. Always remember that whenever you are making a control file, you have to save it in .ctl format only. Otherwise your utility will not read this file. This is our main file from where we are giving path and in which table we need to insert the data. Then, as told, that log file, bad file, and discard file are auto generated file. Log file will get generated after every execution of SQL loader. Then this file consists of information which is auto generated by utility, like how much data is loaded, time taken to load. Then this file has extension of .log. You will find this file with extension of .log in your system. Then we have bad file and discard file. In bad file, we have rows that were rejected because of errors. These errors might include bad data type or referential integrity constraint. Bad file have format of .bad. Then there is a slight difference in discard file and bad file, because bad file also contains the rejected rows and discard file also contains the rejected rows. But this is different in a manner that discard file contains those rows only which were rejected due to the violation of where clause, which we have mentioned in our control file. There might be situations where you are giving a condition, like you have to insert the data which have certain number of employee IDs only, and if that condition is not satisfying and you have different data in your external file, then those will get rejected and those rows will be present in discard file. So let us see that how data file is prepared, control file is prepared. So first of all, I will show you my data set which I have already in my system. Mm, I have already prepared one Excel so that this may not take much time. So if you see that we have in total 1, 2, 3, okay, 11 columns in total. And if you see carefully, I have not mentioned column names over here. This is because my SQL loader will read itself in a manner that whatever sequence I will give in my control file, this will insert in same sequence. Now, things to keep in mind is that whatever data type you have in your table structure, you have to use that data type in your file format also. Suppose your employee ID is number, then you have to keep this column in number format only. Okay, so I will show you my table structure. I have already created one table, that is employees underscore loader. Okay, this table has data, so I will clear that table first. uh, Truncate table, then table name. Okay, so if you see now that my table has no data, 100% zero rows, then okay, so I will show you my table structure, that I have employee ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, hire date, job ID, salary, then commission underscore PCT, manager ID, and department ID. As I told you that you have to keep sequence in same manner in which your table structure is in your control file. So I have already written this column names in same sequence which I will be using while preparing my control file. So this is my table structure. Now let us see that how control file is prepared. Okay, before that I will tell you that there is certain format for control file. Let us see that what that format is. If you see that I have written load data. Now there is a particular syntax for certain things. So this load data you have to write as it is. Then in file in quotes, if you see, I have mentioned data underscore file underscore path. This is my external data file path present in the system. So I will copy that same path and I will provide it over here. Then we have append, and in bracket I have written truncate. Now this is because maybe see I at present I was having certain number of rows already present in my table, so I have deleted those records. Now I could do that thing through loader also. If I write truncate over here, then all the rows will get deleted automatically through SQL loader, and new data from the external file will get inserted in the table. But as I have already deleted, so I could not show. Still I will use truncate. This will not impact my control file. Then we have, okay, and append you have to use if we already certain number of rows are present and you don't want to delete those rows, and you need to insert data after those rows, so you can put append over there. Then we have into table name. This table name is your table name in which you are inserting the data. Then we have fields terminated by comma. As I told you, I am showing this through CSV file, which is nothing but comma separated values file. So my fields are terminated by comma. SQL loader will read in a manner that wherever it will get comma, it will consider it as a next value for next column, and it will insert in a similar manner, in sequential manner. Then we have column names. As I told you that you have to keep column names in same sequence in which your table structure is. So keep it in mind. Then you have to save it in .ctl format. Okay. So let us see that how control file is prepared. So we will prepare it over here. As I told you, you have to write load data in file, and you have to give path. So my data file is kept in this path. Okay, I will close this. Then I will copy this path, which is .csv. Okay, so I have given my path of data file over here. Then I will write truncate as I do not have any data, so this will not impact into table. Then I told you you have to give table name. So let us copy our table name exactly. You okay? So I have given table name over here. Then fields are terminated by fields terminated by comma. You can also give optionally terminated if you have certain values which are terminated by comma also. Then you can use optionally terminated by, and you can separate your values with hash or maybe something else. Fields terminated by comma. Then I told you that you have to mention the column names in same sequence. So sequence I have already written. If you see that employee ID to department ID, okay, first and last same. So I have kept the same sequence. I will simply copy this and we will paste over here. Now I told you that you have to save your control file in .ctl format. We will do same. First of all, let us check our control file, because if this file has errors, then your utility won't work. Okay, then load data in file, then we have given the path. Okay, then truncate into table, employees loader, fields terminated by comma, and column names. Okay, so let us save this in .ctl format. Okay, I will give similar name loader control and save it in .ctl. Always remember that you have to save this in .ctl format, and I will save this file. Okay, so let us check that this file is present over here. Okay, if you see that my control file is present in this path, I will copy this path because I have to mention this path in SQL loader. Okay, so how this utility is run, we will see that you have to start this utility through command prompt, that is CMD, and there you have to type SQL LDR, which is short form of SQL loader, to start the utility. So let us see that how it works. I will go to my command prompt, and to start the utility, as I told you, have to write SQL LDR. Okay, before that, we will see that how many rows we have in our data file, so that we may have clarity that how many rows got inserted. If you see, we have total of 107 rows. So if there is no error in any of the rows, then I should get 107 rows in my table. Okay, we will recheck our table that it do not have any values. Okay, it has zero number of rows. So let us go to our utility again. Then I have written SQL LDR to start the utility. Then you have to log into your database where your table is present and where you have to insert the data. So my username is HR and PDBORCL is my pluggable database. 1 minute. Okay, PDBORCL slash HR12 hash. HR12 hash is my password. Then you have to mention control and path of control file. Okay, so I have already copied path from here. You can also copy from wherever your control file is kept, like this. Then I will give enter. If you see that, okay, I have message like check the log file, loader underscore control dot log. As I told you that log file is auto generated. Similarly, bad file and discard file are auto generated according to the error which is present in your sheet. And if you see that we have message like 106 rows successfully loaded. Now we were having total number of 107 records, but only 106 rows got successfully loaded. Means my one row got rejected. I have intentionally kept error in one row so that I could see that what discard and bad file is. any of the file might be generated through this. So we will first of all check our database table that data is inserted in it or not. Okay, so as you can see, data is inserted in our table, that is employees underscore loader. But instead of 107 rows, we have 106 only. Okay, we will check how many rows we have. Okay, so if you see that only 106 rows got inserted and one got rejected. So let us see our log file and our bed file. I told you that bed file and log file both are auto generated in the system. Okay, we will find where our log file is. You can mention path of log file also, as I have not mentioned, so I have to search for it. I will copy and I will search from here. Okay, I got the document. If you see that I have certain number of information here, that is total logical record skipped 0, then total logical records read. As I told you, my data file had 107 rows, so it read all the rows, and one row got rejected and 0 rows got discarded. As I told you that in discard file we have data which were rejected through our where clause, and we did not had any where clause in our control file, so no issue. But we have one record that was rejected uh, over here, so we will see why that got rejected. If you see, then we will get information here itself, insert option in effect for the table. Okay, and you can see that total time also we have, that CPU time was very in milliseconds it was. And if you could have done this work through your insert statements, then this will take some time, but through SQL loader it was very fast. Okay, so we will see that why our one record got failed and what our bad file is having. Okay, so if you see, my bad file has one record, and intentionally I have not given one data over here. If you see that there are only 10 columns which I have given in one row, and total number of rows which I was, sorry, total number of columns which I was having in my table were 11. So this got rejected because of that only. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, and here if you see we are having only 10, so because of which we got one rejected row. This is how SQL loader works. You have seen that how powerful tool it is. Okay, so this was all about SQL loader. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Thank you.